What's up, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I want to break down what's happening with Tesla, SPY, Nvidia, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. I'm going to break down what's happening with the market moving forward, as we had some bullish news that came out for Tesla, not to mention some new catalysts that are helping the market push higher. But let me just mention that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire community as a whole. Anyways, for Tesla, we're up almost 7% for today, holding up very, very nicely, breaking past resistance, and we're doing a great job so far, and we look very, very bullish. But the question is, what on earth is going on? Why is Tesla pumping like this? I'm going to break down some important details. So the first thing worth mentioning is that the whole market is pushing as a result of initial jobless claims data that came out, the Philly Fed reports when it comes to new orders and such. I went over this in the morning, and the manufacturing numbers were not bad, so the market's liking this thus far. We just have some bill auctions coming out later on for today, then more Fed speakers like Harker. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot of major data coming out for the remainder of the day. But Tesla's also pushing amidst some more hype right now. There's been some articles coming out about how there's AI enthusiasm being pushed by a lot of analysts out there. We're basically going to be looking for some very nice opportunities in the AI industry. And there's been a lot of talk about FSD software being a very, very big catalyst for Tesla, the Optimus robot as well, and then also the Dojo supercomputer. We've gotten a lot of very, very positive insights from different analysts from Truth Securities. This is part of why Tesla is pumping. There's also been some news right over here involving the Cybertruck. I saw this on Elon Musk's Twitter page. Basically, people are taking this from Miami to Michigan, then all the way to California. And this is some great news because I just want to say that it's pretty cool to see how the Cybertruck is very durable, traveling to all these different areas, especially where 4x4s are required. And then on top of this, you have to remember that with the 27,000 miles that the Cybertruck has driven past, it's been very durable so far and getting some good reviews according to these people that are driving it very, very far. So very, very cool stuff in my opinion. Musk said that this is very cool too. So I think that's very, very awesome to see the Cybertruck getting a lot of attention. And then don't forget about the Megapack news that I was talking about as they're starting these expansions for it, the Megapack. I think this is very, very cool news as well because it's going to give Tesla more increases overall in its revenue. Ultimately, it's going to lead to a lot more growth, and it's going to help improve a lot of the energy sources around the area over there. So very, very cool stuff in my opinion. This is also adding to jobs, more innovation. So it's another good piece of news. So with all these new expansions and positive AI news that's been coming out for Tesla, we're finally getting a nice bounce. Look at this support around this 211 area. That's going to be very, very critical for us. As long as we're above this, we remain bullish. Our resistance to watch right now is around this 215 area, so right about here. If we break through this, our next target is going to be all the way up here towards this 220 area. So we break 215, I think we could get very close to 220. So we are still looking very, very bullish. We're doing a great job. But the only question now is, can we hold? We already know the bullish move is made. Can we at least hold these levels, which would give us even more potential for the future? There's also this imbalance I see at 222 as another very, very critical level. So I see Tesla easily getting very close to 220 as long as we hold above 215, as long as we get back above that later on. And as long as we're above 212, we're still going to favor the bulls. So Tesla looks very, very bullish on the 4-hour time frame. If we maintain this structure, the daily is looking very bullish as well. And we're looking very nice. The daily does suggest more upside, especially as we have this gap to fill all the way up here around 216. And then this imbalance on the daily will take us even higher. There's also another gap up here above, so it looks bullish. It looks like Tesla has formed a bottom and is trying to bounce now. It's breaking past these key EMAs. The most important level right now is 212. If we hold above that, we remain bullish. That's where our 20 EMA happens to be on the daily. So Tesla looks bullish. There's no denying it so far, and we're looking very, very nice. We favor upside. I'd love to see us get closer to 220 and 222 soon. As long as we hold above support, we're going to be fine. SPY is continuing to push. I said in my morning video there's going to likely be a continuation higher. I know that I called out these rising wedges, but I never said that that means they will fall, that the charts will have to fall. I told you to watch your levels just for confirmation because there's a lot of manipulation in this market, and they form these wedges just to trick as many people as possible. But now we know what the move is. We're looking bullish still, and I think 552 is going to be our target on SPY. We'll have to watch and see what kind of reaction we get off that. Above that, we could get close to 555, but we'll be watching those resistance levels. 550 and then 549.5 are going to be two supports. If we lose 549.5, look at 547, but nonetheless, we look more bullish. ES is looking more bullish. We're basically going to be looking for resistance to be tested right here around 55.50. If that breaks, I think we could get very close to about this high over here, forming this cup on ES towards 5600. Losing 5500 flats would turn us back down, but this is still looking bullish. There's no sign of this rejecting. If you look at SPX, we're also looking bullish. We do have a lot of gaps to fill below, but we still remain bullish. We have this imbalance up here to fill around 55.40. I think we're going to be heading for that. It still looks bullish. For Nvidia, I called out 120. I said if that breaks, look for 121.5. It's exactly where we happen to be forming this cup. So we're at resistance right now on Nvidia. If we break that, we could get very close to 124. If we don't break 121.5, look for 120 as our support. This is still favoring upside, looking pretty nice, but just no resistance is still kind of tough here. Even if the trend is upwards, the resistance is kind of tough, so watch for that. Bitcoin went exactly to what I was talking about, 59,600, our 50 EMA. This is a big test on Bitcoin. If we break through this, we'll be pushing back up towards 61,000. If not, look for a rejection. So we're at resistance. Could try to push a little higher from here. For NQ, for those who are trading futures, we look bullish on NQ breaking our 200 EMA. We have this imbalance to fill. So watch 19,500 as resistance. If that breaks, we're going up to 19,650. And if we end up losing 400, we're going back down towards 19,350 and eventually 19,225. But we still look more bullish. We're favoring the higher 19,000s, looking quite good. QQQ broke past 464, so now we're squeezing. We're at 472 right now. We're filling this imbalance right here, so look at 472 as one of our resistance zones. If that breaks, we're going up towards 475. And we'll see if that breaks or not. That's going to be a tough resistance, but I think we could head towards that. If we break down, look at 470, then 468 as supports, we still favor upside nonetheless. Apple looks more bullish to me. We're trying to push even higher. I think there's a good chance we might be pushing all the way up towards 227. So 227 looks more favorable to me. If we reject off 225, I'll be looking for support all the way down here around 222, but the chart still remains bullish. For the IWM, I think that we're looking more bullish. I think that there's a good chance that we try to continue for 212. As long as we try to break that, we're going to be looking for this gap fill up to about 216. I look at support at 209. We're still looking more bullish. For Coinbase, we're looking pretty good. Look for that test of 203.5 and see if we break that or not. It still looks more bullish. If we lose 200, look for 196, but we still look bullish. For Amazon, we look more bullish. We're looking at 175 as this resistance. If we break that, I'm going to be looking for a push all the way up for about 178. If we reject off 175, look at 172 as supports, but overall we look more bullish. For Meta, we're looking more bullish overall. We're trying to push higher. We've broken this resistance at 534. Our next target is going to be all the way up here towards 540 and then 544 if we continue to break out. And then look at our support right here. That's going to be critical at 534. So overall, we favor upside. We're looking like we want to go up to about 540. We look quite nice. Microsoft was pushing, but now 420 is a tough resistance. We haven't been able to crack that. If we do crack this, we could be going for 420, 420 and 422 as resistances. Look at our support around 416, so we still favor upside if we continue. Google's looking pretty good. We're kind of like shuffling near this range right here. We got to break past 163.5 to remain bullish. If we lose 160, we turn back down. Otherwise, we're just shuffling. So it's not really doing a whole lot. That's it for my analysis. Tesla is still bullish. Market is still bullish. That has not changed. The bulls are still having the edge. So do what you have to do, guys. Thank you all so much for listening. And I'll see you guys very soon in just a couple of hours for another update. Have a great day and peace out.